Hello, this is Michael from Blue Gem Tarot. Today's episode, pick a card reading, is gonna be called in a quite controversial way. But anyway, exposing secrets people hold from you. This is gonna be a timeless pick a card reading as usual with 3 elephants to choose from. We have the first elephant being the pink one, second with a golden one with coins, and third one being a blue one. Take your time, pick your pile. Pick what resonates, leave the rest. The timestamps are gonna be in the description section and the comment section. So yeah, I believe let's start with pile number 1. Okay, I believe it's time to start with pile number 1. Your pile is gonna be linked to this pink elephant. Okay, first card we have in here is the Five of Swords. This is a couple of things in here, by the way, and this is competition, obviously, but it's as if you are winning at something the person doesn't want to recognize, see, or really acknowledge. There is this secret, unspoken competition or just jealousy for the results, I can say. It seems that some people in here are comparing themselves to you, and there is a whole dimension of talent, power, productivity wanted to come out as well, and relentless in here makes me say that you feel like a star of sorts to this person. However, instead of this being translated as recognition, in this case the person is actually feeling jealous. Okay, that's a secret, that's a very strange energy shadow. Okay, seems like this person is following you, this person is close, because shadow, it's proximity in this case for me, or there is a feeling of you think of someone in neutrality, but the person is actually comparing themselves and trying to really they're feeling okay. There is something in here very pure about this pile that seemingly doesn't fit in, or they don't like the fact that you're so effortlessly shining through some qualities of a person who's gonna be like really, who is actually really talented, and I wanted to say successful. It seems like there is a lot of high promise, very promising energy coming through from this reading, and it seems like you are making, like, there is a huge secret in here around the fact that the person doesn't like it. The person does not see themselves as quite, let's just say, capable of bringing the same amount of abundance into their life. It feels to me like also your talent with relentless comes off as infinite. Okay, it seems like the person doesn't measure up. That's the story in here. Okay, and we have random. This is quite fascinating from the standpoint of this pile comes off as really spontaneous in their ability to manifest and in their ability to create powerful things. Okay, the energy in here is very like light when it comes to you. However, when it comes to this person, they see themselves as like not falling short in general. Like, that's how I can see. What I can see in here as well, a sense of attention that's being given to you, and the person does not like that as well at all. Like, um, something about it being very easy, and you being also very humble. By the way, I just want to go ahead and say that you have in here the diva. This is in the reverse. Uh, it makes me feel like you are almost sheltering or hiding some dimension of full power because you don't want to compete. I see in here a desire from pile number 1 to not compete but to help each other. However, the energy that comes from the other person or from the exterior, I can say, is quite volatile because of the 5 in here, because of the 5 of swords. I can see a lot of constriction when it comes to this person. And I want to clarify though if this is about multiple people or if this is one particular person. Yeah, it's a one person in here, okay? This will resonate with some people. This feels like a very close person, I don't know. Kind of strange because the color this color from the Five of Cups I was seeing, let me just place it here, just so you'll see it in the picture as well. It's black. This is a person who seemingly you either carry with yourself or they're in your field, or it's as if you know you cannot really understand where you stand with this person, and you have a, let's just say, optimistic or positive outlook on this person, whereas the person is actually really trying to compete. That's what I can see. Um, Kind of unfortunate though, because I can say your energy in here is very, very light, very, let's just say, positively oriented and optimistic. The person's it's not quite as pure and open as yours is, so that's kind of sad to me. And what else can you tell me about the situation? Let's see. Awkward. Okay. You'll see this person as being quite giving you mixed signals, or it's as if this person is kind of, you know, almost like giving me backhanded um, compliments, or the person is actually like, for some of you, this could be work related because I haven't here the manager. This could be a person you don't really understand or you don't really see what do they feel, what do they have for you. Relative, oh my god, this is quite okay. This is quite direct, quite specific. For some of you, this is a family member and someone with whom you've had either history with, or this is like a core family member story in here. They do not like your energy. They do not like how easily you create things into your life. It triggers them. That's what I can guardian. For some of you, this is parents, unfortunately. This is very strange. I'll get back to the general because this is what secrets people hold from you, but this one is very specific. This rarely happens like this, but it's very, very oddly specific. Okay, some of you have in here a close person that you think they are pretty okay, and but this person has given you like a lot of in the shadow, like negativity and in general like doubt, not believing in you, stuff like that. And yeah, we have the Four of Swords. You don't see this person as like, yeah, for who they truly are. Infestation, my god, this is, I cannot believe it. And this is when like literally I go into the shadow or secret territory. It happens like this. Pile number one, you have in here some sort of whatever is happening. Your light is being this person is trying to mess with it. With infestation, it's like, you know, this is not good. I can say for sure this is like an infestation, like energy where it like comes after you in a way. Very strange. I wasn't expecting this to come out in the reading, but okay. uh I wanna say this is a minor thing. This is a minor thing in which sense it's not gonna affect you in the way in which this person or this energy tries to. You're too talented, okay? We have a musician. It feels like this energy of yours is way too almost fluid or light, very, very flowy. You're gonna outgrow this situation and it's gonna feel really, really freeing. You know this feeling when you don't understand why, but you feel like someone is messing with you or someone is against you? Like I've had those feelings. But it's like in here an energy of someone trying to pick on you. That's what I can see. And I want to say the more they try, the worse it gets for them. Like this is such pervasive slash It's insidious. I wanna say it's very like really close. With the shadow, this is just very close. Either people, but in here it's a very specific person. For some of you, it will play out as false people. But yeah, that's what I can see in here. Let's go into detail on something in here. Okay, we have the devil in reverse. I heard this person is too good. This could go in multiple ways. Too good at what you do, too good in general, too good to be true, something like this, someone doubting you in here. There is a secret understanding that you cannot be messed with. There is a secret understanding with the devil in reverse that you cannot be manipulated, or no matter what they throw at you, you're always coming back stronger. And it's as if it's a game, I want to say. For them, it's a serious thing in here, like in general, from people. This is like their secret. It's a strong game of comparison or a very serious game at succeeding or surviving in life. But for you, it's not as serious, and you're playing. Like I saw this guitar from the musician card, and it's like you're playing. It's no matter what, the resilience of pile number one is really striking, and I want to say it's a huge benefit that you don't even have to necessarily know what's going on in the shadows. I just want to say your energy seems to be cutting through everything and making people really upset in here. With the devil in here as well in reverse, there is a secret desire for you, but it's as if um, there is a call for conscience in here. I want to mention that as well. There seems to be a discrepancy between how and what you how you are and what you represent. And it's as if we have in here also some sort of infatuation. This is a mix of jealousy and attraction that's gonna be relevant to pile number one when it comes to the secrets. And I want to say also, there is this feeling of wanting to change, but it's either for some too late, or from the people it's coming like this. I wish I were like them, but for me it's too late. I don't know why this came through, but it's a feeling of them not really liking who they've become. Okay, yeah, that's pretty okay, pretty effing powerful. But there is a feeling of I don't like who I am, and this attraction or this pull towards you makes them awakens in them a feeling of desire for you, or desire for not desire, oh my god, what am I even saying, a desire for change, a desire for internal change, or a desire for complete override of their value system. And yeah, it's like this pile, I don't know, it's making me feel really strange, but something about you makes them feel like this is worth pursuing, or this is worth cultivating in myself, because I want to be like them, because I like them. Okay. There is a strange mix of competition, jealousy, and also admiration, respect, and almost like reverence for your energy. I want to say that. It's a feeling of, I don't know how they make it, but I want to do the same. I want to be like them. I want to do the same thing that they are doing. Okay. This is very like formative energy, meaning that you might come across people with various feelings or various like states of emotions, that you'll be genuinely confused. Pile number one, you will stumble across some people in here who are gonna be very like very strangely like, it will be unpredictable from your side. You'll look at them and don't understand what's going on. One day you can have, like in the beginning there is hesitation, and there is like this feeling of I don't know, I don't like them, like that's the feeling. But then it grows into this admiration, because there is genuine like desire from your side to assist or to help people. And it seems like this is messing with them. It's making them reassess who they are. And it's as if we don't even have the full-fledged power of pile number one. There is a feeling of this pile is bottling up something or is actually not revealing everything they have, like their whole like true power, because of how much things can get like really intense. Already you kind of have people on edge. And I want to say for some reason in the best of the ways, because there seems to be this feeling of uh I don't know how, but this person, I hate them, but they make me want to change. We have as well the try. There is this negative, hidden, secret, negative talk, self-talk, with a try that at first might come off as being judgmental towards themselves. However, there is this feeling when for example, you get a feeling of someone else's energy, and you assess them and you appreciate them, for example, and then you understand why you appreciate them and you try to cultivate that within yourself. So we have that as well in here. The dry, it makes me feel like people find themselves or are in various states of self-criticism, judgment, and in general, like I fall short to my own expectation. But in time, it's as if this energy is being played out in their best, like in their best interest. There seems to be a secret in here revolving around this Ace of Wands, like they don't want to admit to how much they actually chose you or wanted to choose you despite their hate or despite their jealousy. It's as if we have this desire for wanting to be good or wanting to do the right thing, but still failing at it. It's a very strange, let's just say, confession of sorts. There is a recognition of, I wanted to be a better person, but I couldn't. And this pile is only like reflecting that back to me in a very painful way. There is this like unspoken also admiration, recognition, compliments, a lot of compliments in here were held back or are in continuation being held back. It's as if you were not treated right. Like I can see you deserved much more than what you were given, and it makes me feel like these people are very aware of this. It's as if we haven't here a total demographic of people in your proximity who are, let's just say, wanting to deliberately acknowledge you, but that would be too painful for them. And there is this sheer amount of not being seen, not being understood, not being seen for who and what you truly are. It's very heavy, I can say that for sure. With the Four of Swords as well, I can tap into a lot of admiration, a lot of recognition, and as well, I'm repeating myself, but still, this just overall feeling I really like, and some in here, I really love you. Like, that's what I can see, but it's being held back. It's being held under millions of locks, millions of like blockages and whatever else. And it's like you deserve better. Like that's the like angel messages that are going like on. You deserve much more than just this. Like this is the truth of it, the core of it, okay? You will have moments, if not already, where you will say, what have I done to these people for them to treat me like this? Um, you've done nothing wrong, okay? You have done nothing wrong. More than that, I want to go ahead and say that you wanted to bring the best to the table. And I just didn't get to the right people. That just didn't just like reach the right people or it wasn't acknowledged. Like, this is getting so emotional, it's really messing with my words. But it's like, what have I done to these people? I've always wanted to bring the best. And it's the truth in here, I can say. It's just a mismatch of energies, of give and take. And already I can pick up on a lot of like secret liking, okay, just admiration and appreciation. It's just such a powerfully like innocent and pure feeling. I don't know what is going on particularly with why this is not being shown. It's because of the blocks, of course. I've just heard that, but this pile is too genuine for a world that doesn't even not only want that, like not only see that, but not want it at all, like really run away from it and almost persecute. Like that's what I want to say. That's what I can see in here. Or it's as if they don't like it as much, they don't see the value in it, and you just simply irradiate that. And I want to say, there is this overall feeling of this one, like this pile doesn't you have people in here saying this is not worth it, this is not, like, who does that, who does that open heart thing, like whatever. And in time, oh boy, they are proven wrong. And this is too late, again, like that too late feeling of I messed up but I cannot change it. I want a second chance, I don't have it. Okay. On the guidance part of the reading, you are meant to outgrow this energy. You are meant to further be shown what you're not and who you are not. You're on the positive note, you're meant to trigger a lot of people in here, in the sense of, as I was saying, like what's truthful, what's not truthful, what is, like, if you keep on doing that, this is what's gonna happen. The validation in here that you'll get is precisely precisely this is the reason why you're on the right track in here. It's because you have so much antagonism, and this will be something that you will outgrow for sure. And if this is as well something that's currently or in your life, it will quickly get sifted or purified out of your system, because it's as if it's an awareness that was meant to happen, something that as well about this relative thing or this close person shadow. This person seems to be very close or in your proximity a lot of the time. It's as if they don't have the right to be that close, or they are like, for their influence, they do not have the proper, they don't have to get that much access to you. There is a powerful message saying that you are very powerful without you even realizing it, because of how much attention you hold in here in those like dynamics. And despite a lot of emotionality being hidden away from you, I wouldn't be surprised if this pile is actually pretty aware of everything that's going on around them. And overall, there is this feeling of I am not good enough for them. I'm not good enough in general. Like, I'm not a good person in comparison to them. I'm not that kind. I'm not that talented. I'm not. It's as if, you meet an energy and then overall, like, you choose to reevaluate everything that you did and your directions in your life. And one energy was enough, one presence was enough for this to be unleashed. Like, that's how powerful this pile is. However, it's as if we don't have enough credit for that as well. So here we are with the validation in here. It seems like this pile needs a lot of validation. It's a lot of like a need for being seen. This is entirely not about I mean, the negative experience in here, it's entirely not who you are. This is just an experience, quite heavy one at that, I would also add. But this is not about you. This is not about something that you did wrong. This is just like it's just bad. It's just not okay. And your participation, you could literally do whatever it is that you want, be good, bad, whatever. This will not change. This will not change. This is just something, it's a sort of a filter of interactions in here that seems to be just not wanting to work in your favor. And you can bend sideways, you can bend as many times and in whatever direction you want. This is not gonna happen, okay? And this was never your fault. By the way, if you haven't hear, like, if I haven't hear people saying that it was my fault, I wasn't good enough, I didn't show them enough kindness, this is not about this. You could have shown endless amounts of kindness and the person would still treat you in the same exact way. This is not about you. This is not about your energy. This is about a person's energy, okay? By the way, as well, you'd be surprised of how many times people wanted to choose you. We have this Four of Cups in here. The energy of this pile makes me feel like you are seeing yourself as not necessarily unworthy, but it's like nobody's gonna choose me, or I'm not that, like, I was never chosen. I was never the one to be praised or the one to be acknowledged. Like, even though we have this very light energy at the beginning with a musician, relentless, and the talent bit I was talking about, but you have no idea how many times you were actually chosen, and by some very unexpected people. Like, you'd expect these people were either ignorant, even negatively like oriented, or you thought that they spoke negatively of you. This people, like, you have in here also some who really chose you, or who really both chose you and actually complimented you, but you never found out. This is not indifference. It would have been indifference if we had the Four of Cups in upright. You think or you believe that you are not gonna be chosen or that you're not chosen. This is not true, especially because this is not only the opposite of that, because it's the card in reverse. It's as if we even had chasing your energy, wanting to catch up to you and really be with you. Like, that's what I can see in here, and you won't like believe it. I don't know, like, this is how pile number one feels. Like, I don't believe this is about me. There also seems to be quite a paradoxical message in here, saying that, again, your haters could have been actually your lovers, something like this. I'm sorry, this is just very twisted, but it's as if marginally this seems to be the story of, again, I think I came across this in the past. Um, the core of who the person is truly and what they're called for is never changing, it remains the same. However, the choices or the behavior, whether it be toxic or not in alignment, is only a testimony of their behavior or their temporal, let's just say, act of expression, and not who they truly are. So the person, you can, like, it, lying or manipulating or being toxic cannot be a testimony of the person's worth, because these two are separate. So I want to say, it's as if you awaken people's core, who they truly are, by simply setting an example. That's as simple as it gets, if I were to simplify it really. But in time, it's as if there is this softening, that with the Five of Swords, it's just a lot of regret, and Five of Cups, there is just sheer disappointment and sheer shame for the fact that they even tried to, or they felt like this relative to you, okay? For you, it's gonna be a whole confusing game of, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I did nothing wrong, okay? But it's all about the proximity. It's all about, like, the people with by whom you are surrounded by. Like, that's how I can say. It's as if you were to be placed in a different background of people, you'd be feeling differently. And it's all about their, like, stuff being brought to the surface. It's very deep stuff. It's very triggering stuff as well from their side, I want to say. But you awaken ultimately something very healing in them, and something that's irreversibly like bringing to the awareness what's actually important, what actually matters. And this is all the greatest secret there is for you, because this is all going on a deep level with a lot of people. And you'd be surprised to find that a lot of them have this very similar collective experience of you, and that they don't understand this is exactly what's happening inside a lot of them. Like, they would be surprised how universal this experience is within, like, in their like peers, their like people with whom they hang out with, like that kind of stuff. However, there is this also feeling of this is gonna be too late for them. It's as if like it's far too late for that, for remorse, for whatever. Like, this pile will have moved on way, like, it's gonna be like way too late for pile number one's people to turn back. All they're gonna be left with is just gonna be the awareness of something that was missed. It's gonna be an awareness of, yeah, this is what I should do, this is who I should become. And not even like as an ego stroke, but it's like, genuinely, like, if you represent if you have some qualities that you uniquely represent, or virtues, this would be a reminder, like, who you can be if you choose to follow this, if you choose to be like this, if you choose to want to go in that direction, if you intend to change in that direction. You'll always be that mirror of what if I for once tried to actually like prove myself and prove my worth, not even, it's not about proving anything really, but it's like, what if I actually tried to evolve and really gather those aspects, like gather and represent those, like, let's just say, virtues or qualities. What if I was not necessarily, let's just say, chasing something desperately and, like, withering everything that I touch or come across? Like, that's what I can say. So yeah, that's pile number one. Thank you so much for watching and listening. That was it's a very heavy, like, it feels to me like it's a whole bag of uh something came through like bones. It could be a full bag of heavy weight to carry, but you will come out of this really refreshed. Like, you're not even aware of how refreshed you're gonna come out of this, and how clean, by the way, you'll come out of this, because you've always been like this. You've always been very resilient. Like, that's pile number one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Make sure to check out the other videos on the channel, subscribe, don't forget to like, comment below. And if you want to donate, you always have the link in the comment section or the description section. Thank you so much, pile number one. I hope to hear from you in the future readings. Take care. Okay, pile number two, this is gonna be quite the message, to be quite honest with you. We have the Emperor in reverse. This one, by the way, is gonna be a bit distinct, and because of its intensity. This is a very secret thing, and it's linked to your authority figures in your life, whether it be, I don't know, work or not related, doesn't really matter. There is a deep secret of, they're gonna take my place, they're gonna seize my power, I'm gonna lose everything, they're gonna take all I have. They're gonna win, I'm gonna lose. This is a person in here, or at least like the people in here are afraid of some power element that you will grasp or you'll have, and that they will be losing it, or you'll be taking it from them, okay? This is the secret, and by the way, it's very, let's just say, heavily guarded. There is something, again, similarly effortless to pile one, in the aspect of how easy it comes to you to be, let's just say, successful, whatever that means, efficient, and it feels like this is almost threatening. With the Emperor in here, it's like, this person, I was fighting for my way here, this person is just doing that with nothing, like with just their sheer presence energy whatsoever. So also I wanted to say, you have this golden elephant, which is associated with money, whatever resource. It makes me feel like people are afraid that you're gonna take all of that from them, all that resource. And it makes me feel like this is not a story where you're the villain and you're gonna take it all. But unfortunately for them, or for the situation in which they are in at right now, it is as if you have a greater container of sorts of that power, and it's as though in comparison we would have like a big difference, or it's as if you are, you can have, the person can have one quality that's really good, but you can have two or three or even more of these, and it automatically kind of places you in a sort of an advantageous like standpoint, and it really throws them in like a sort of a spiral, I wanna say. Anyway, the emperor in here in reverse is not, this is not good, particularly because you could have people in here scheming or wanting to actually seize that power back. But in the sense, this is not good because it's in the sense that they are gonna feel antagonistic. However, what's good in this context is the fact that you're gonna be able to carry that energy with you regardless of the place you're in at right now or you're gonna be. So generally just know that you will throw people in various tower moments or triggered, they will get triggered pretty much easily when it will come to place, job, position. This person is too good, like that's the energy, and I don't measure up, like, as well. That was what I was seeing, or I was capturing on my radar. I just see the message there too good, and it's generally profoundly upsetting emotionally, because we also have in here this Queen of Cups. um we also have the Judgment and the Dangerous on top of it, because it's a naked card again, and I have to cover all of that. But anyway, it's as if we have the message of be careful with them. Be careful because there could be a lucky moment for them coming in the form of Judgment, a card in reverse. It could be an upright because this is in reverse right now, or it could be that with the proper recognition, this person is gonna go far and we're gonna be behind. This is not fair. Like, that's how they feel, and this person is dangerous. Like, I wanna say, just your aura is a bit threatening. I want to say, you don't have to do it on purpose. You don't have, like, this pile will resonate with an idea of aura and exertion of some sort of, let's just say, passive but overall all-encompassing power that is being exuded from your presence and seemingly triggers a lot of people, okay? We have in here as well Sky, Message, the Smooth, the Talented. It's as if, we are referring to a person here from pile number 2 who generally is just very friendly and outgoing. But in the shadows, it's as if you do exude this, I'm taking it all that power to myself. And it's not deliberate, or as I say, I like to view this in a certain way. There are people in life who have the right and have to actually, are required, must take the power, must take the lead. Because if they don't, they will not, let's just say, as a leader, will not be successful, or will not be able to show everything that they can, given the attributes that they do have. So I can see it from the standpoint of what's the greatest use for pile number 2, and it's gonna be your case, literally, where yes, you are meant to take that power, you're meant to take the lead in this specific way, or you're meant to go for that power. But it will inevitably trigger people, because you will find them in various points of, let's just say, low self-worth, or just in general, I feel triggered because I want, like, I can see in here a lot of greed, or I can see in here almost people wanting to grasp or take that power, but not because they want it authentically. I want to say, it makes me feel like they want to take that power because they want to fill in some void. Now, I'm also susceptible to that kind of thing. I can also at times want things that, I cannot really, I have to question the reasoning behind it. But in this case, it feels to me like you have a core thing that authentically resonates with the idea of leadership, leading, or in general control. Or overall, this could be all like traced back to the idea of power. And you hold it, you exude it so effortlessly in this case. But what I can say in here just generally triggers. It triggers and it's actually very, very scary, okay? And it's almost, again, with the Two of Cups, it's as if people do love you. Like, this is not a mistake. This is not the story of a person from pile number 2 who's power hungry. We have in here this Two of Cups. So this is genuinely someone who tries to and wants to build relationships that are built on understanding, mutual understanding, authenticity, by the way. That's very interesting, it came through. And I want to say you're quite popular in here because you have smooth, again, message, sky. It's as if people have a lot of compliments to tell you. But it's as if you also trigger, like you trigger quite a lot of people, and in various like different and very, let's just say, unexpected ways, because as well we have the haunted. It's as if something about you really sticks to them and they don't want to admit it, they don't want to say it. You have as well the fresh. There is just too much to unpack, I want to say. For people in general, they just look at you and say, this is just, I have to really sit down and really think and really understand or fully grasp that person, because chances are very high I'm gonna get overwhelmed by trying to deal with that all at once. So basically that's what they can see only from the beginning cards, but it's a lot of recognition as well. Like I can look at the talented and also kind of say there is secret admiration, but it's like too suspicious, okay? Kind of funny though. Like if I were to be quite honest, like that's what people would say. Like if I were to be completely honest, this person would receive a lot of compliments from me. Like that's the truth of it. That's how they see it. That's how they think about it. This, but it will be suspicious, okay? They feel like, this is not something I do every day. This will sound a bit off, okay? So it's as if we do have a yearning for compliments in your regard, in your direction. But again, there is this feeling of, is that gonna be correctly understood? Am I too much, or am I actually a bit like hypnotized, or what's this pile doing to me? Like it's just a lot of compliments, okay? But it's not okay. Like it's not okay to display that. For some reason, this is strange. This is quite strange, particularly because for some reason exposing and telling you those, like expressing those compliments, would be a bit suspicious. I don't know what this is about, but it's like, the looks in here are very good. The person is really smart. The person really, really has a very good, like, creates a very good impression. Seems to be quite nice, and it's like, yeah, there has to be something wrong in here, okay? Like, that's the genuine, like, they've been wondering, they've been thinking, okay? So that's like, it cannot be that good. It cannot be like, this is something has to be wrong. And it's like, why do people feel like this pull? Like they feel pulled towards the idea. They feel like they wanna compliment you, but it's not gonna be like, I have to wait. I have to at least temper that energy, okay? That's how it goes. Uh you have in here people watching. Uh and I wanna say it's just funny. They watch and they are not upset with what they see. They are not, let's just say, with the bake sale, it's like I was expecting to see something bad, but I cannot really see it. It's like even they could have even been projecting onto you some things, qualities, whatever, some bad ones as well. And it's like when they tried to see it in action, it's like, where is it? Like, is this person is either hiding or they know that I'm watching, because I cannot really pinpoint it. So it's just like, what? How is this possible? Like, I cannot accuse this person of anything. Where I could do that with anyone literally, because I can pretty much easily understand like um what are their shortcomings. So for this person, it's like I don't see one. I don't see like where is the catch? Like where is the catch for pile number two? I just can't seem to get it or see it, or it's like it's unreadable. There are people in here actually who are thinking or wondering, like, yeah, this person has to be unreadable or something, because it cannot be that they're that good, okay? And also, there is like this silent power. It's not about boasting, it's not about showing off. I just want to say, the more independent you are in this energy and you exude it quite effortlessly, the more it seems to be annoying the people around you. It's like, well, why is this person not chasing anything? But everything seems to be given to them. Okay, it's generally like very strange. Like, how does this person even operate? What are their beliefs? What's their philosophy? How is this even possible? Like, we have that sort of narrative. With Bake Sale, I want to say we also have in here a feeling of wanting to like be by your side, or wanting to be in your proximity so as to see and register everything for some reason. Yeah, it's just whoa, like what's going on? I cannot understand how, but I am feeling drawn to pile number two. Like that's what's going on in their mind. And with Bake Sale, it's like we should see what they're doing. You should basically like be in their close proximity. Like we should be hanging by, we should be there, we should just like, yeah, it's just this feeling like overall like bake sale, it's like this new thing that's out there, like that's the fresh, energy, and it's like they want to know everything. They want like it's pretty much like almost like paparazzi energy for some reason. And what I love as well about this spell is like I have nothing to hide. There is just this fresh slash light and pure energy that's being exuded from pile number two, that is generally just too suspicious. Like that's what they want to say. That's their perception of it, at least. And it's, I don't know, for some reason you must have some very, let's just say, pretty hard to, it's not about impressing, it's pretty hard to trust for them a new person, or at least someone like you, because they just don't like it. Like they don't like it because it's too good. They haven't been able to read on something negative and really therefore like place you in a specific like place a specific label on you, and it's concerning to them, like for some reason, whatever. This is kind of funny to voice, because why would you be concerned with finding fault with someone? Overall, there is this feeling of you would do way better in this field than them, or it's as if they could be replaced by you. That's something that seems to be almost making people crack at seams, okay? And this is also not only this is about like work, but as a person. It makes me feel like people do appreciate you, but in greater levels than you actually anticipate or think of. It's as if this person is even now they're like good at it, and even like they are even a better. Some of them do believe you are a better person than they are, or you have much better skills. That's how it goes. There is just this very strange feeling with the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's like we were never able to catch something suspicious again, and it's like this only adds up to the actual confusion. And overall, it seems to be making people really feel puzzled and just a bit also resentful, but it's mixed with guilt. Why this is the case? It's because it makes them feel like they are projecting something bad on innocent person, but it's like the competition in here is to blame. That's why perhaps it's making it so that it's unbearable for them. Um, some of them actually in secret do believe that you are like having this show off in secret, or like you are a show off in secret, or it's like you aspire to be like this go-to person, everyone likes them type of person, though like this is kind of funny because I do not sense it to be quite the case. Why this is so? Because I can see this card being flipped. I can see this Emperor in here in reverse, and as well I can see this Seven of Swords in reverse, meaning that I do not see you really enjoying the fact that people throw at you that message. It's as if with the message, you could be even a person who is genuinely extending kindness to people, and that could be even like upsetting to you to hear that people would rather, let's just say, compete than like interact with you in a peaceful slash cooperative manner. There is in here a feeling of infatuation, okay? This is the story in here about romance is gonna be quite the story, quite the case. Um, there is a standard in here that has been brought to the table that you are the best person for that kind of endeavor, for that kind of like the person you are gonna end up with is gonna be quite lucky, or I see the Two of Cups in here as a secret desire for partnership. As well as we have in here the Sun in upright, the Lovers in upright, but we also have the narrow-minded. So it makes me feel like there are some people interested in creating something of a partnership of sorts with you. And it's making them feel really like they would want to place you or position you in their life in a particular way. It's secretly done, it's secretly in like their mind or stuff like that, but it's almost, again, you can see through it because it's gonna be quite obvious or apparently very like easy to spot. We have the moon in reverse as well, so yeah, especially close to this energy, the sun, the lovers, and the narrow-minded, it's this feeling of we have to find something bad about them, like that's the story in here marginally. And secretly I do want to say with this Eight of Cups there is this nostalgia. I know this is classically not a nostalgia card, but coming back, there is just this refreshed state, almost like coming back to you, or people reassessing or re-establishing opinions and re-establishing the way in which they see you. It's as if you had people disappointed or having projected, like if they were projecting something in the past relative to you. It does make me feel like right now they're coming back. They're coming back or wanting to return to you, to your energy in general. Like this is I was wrong type of energy, okay? Now, quite interesting, your energy carries a significant note of you have no idea how valuable and how really good you are in this case. It could be the case, by the way, that you are underestimating yourself with the Emperor in reverse. And this message seems to be stating the following thing. It is as if we would be able to assess you in a better way, or to if you'd be able to assess yourself in a better way if you were to be looking at yourself through the lens of the other people around you. It's like we are dealing in here, you and me, I suppose, in this situation, with a case where you're so used to some positive qualities and traits that are very like in abundance, like many, um, that you consider or you take for granted. Okay. For example, I see that in myself when I read people or when I read situations or when I just feel the situation. Let's just say that. Um, there is this feeling of I'm used to it and I'm like devaluing it in a way. And I don't understand that not everybody is capable of going in such detail, or simply when you, for example, really dress really nice and you are used to this type of thing, it's it's so comfortable, it's so like me, it's not even like something that you appreciate anymore for some reason. And I want to say with this pile you can have almost pile of things that you don't appreciate, or you do not you do not necessarily appreciate or see how valuable this is. And this also reading might have come like as a reminder of sorts. Definitely do continue on evolving and nourishing those aspects that you've already been nourishing or working towards. um, it makes me say like go for it. It makes me say like you are on the right track, or already you have the support. Yeah, it makes me feel like genuinely something about you or something about your energy was very properly directed, like properly given the best like almost direction. And it's almost like again confirmation to keep on doing that. There is a secret of sorts in here that says I don't want them to know how much I care or how much I value them. This seems to be going beyond work, beyond relationships. In general, this will go into the category of romantic interest as well. But regardless of that, I just want to say it's like there is a worthwhile relationship to be had with pile number two. And that is something that seems to be making people feel a bit insecure, or they're not sure if you're gonna choose them, stuff like that. I saw that from the bake sale in specifics. It's as if, the bake sale, it's like the word sale in and of itself, it makes me feel like pile number two is like an impression. It's like a sort of a trend. It's either you're new or you're really swift in your energy, or it's a phase, something like this, where you don't have as much time to really contemplate, ponder. You just have to take the risk. You just have to take you just have to take your chances with pile number two, because they're gonna likely be occupied, or the seats are gonna be occupied, stuff like that again. And it's very like it's a big deal. Like pile number two is a big deal. You have to really watch out for them. Watch out till the offer is relevant. And there is like it's a trial thing. This is not like you're not for sale, okay? This is like a story about um, apply for a role in pile number two's life, or apply for them to prove you right for them, for their life, stuff like that. Anyway, and it seems to be going on. This thing is gonna be quite strange because it's gonna go off in the background. It will feel apparent and obvious to you because you'll have a lot of people wanting to contact and communicate, but they will not want to admit that this is the case. There will be a lot of like situations that will, let's just say, indirectly point at the fact that you are someone who's really important and everyone seems to be wanting to be friends with you, that sort of thing. And overall, there is this feeling of almost like betting on you, and like, yeah, pile number two is gonna become someone really important. We better be friends with them right now. This is just amusing because it feels like we are not even talking about a person anymore in here. It's like we're talking about some sort of expensive offer, whatever. Like this, almost like people would trade or are trading with the concept of you. By the way, if you're under the illusion that you're not watched, that you're not inspected or analyzed, this is not the case. At least that's how I see it. We have this Eight of Pentacles. It's as though there is a situation that allows you to think, or allows people to be in your close proximity just so enough for them to analyze you. And this will look like a situation, a day-to-day one, where, yeah, it's just something mundane, like we're sharing a common space, nothing personal, nothing special, but it's gonna be a big deal because you will understand that people are watching. And this is a secret setup to reveal or to understand who and what you're made of, who you're made of, okay? Kind of weird. But it's a secret, like, double mission, double play in here that seems to be the case. And don't get fooled, people are watching. This is the case in here with this Eight of Pentacles, because almost as if there is an orchestration of situations that seemingly just don't look like this, but they are actually directed at revealing your reactions. With the message in sky, there is a secret desire or almost multiple suppressed desires to contact and to get along with you and to hang out or talk to you or in general establish contact. I can see it in here being very much so subdued for some reasons that are yet unknown to me, but there is hesitation, but there is a pure desire of connection, for connection in your case. And it makes me feel like people just are playing really, they're very cautious, they're very like they're picking their words. I can say that for sure. And there is a lot of like unspoken, like, what if I tell them that I really like them? What if I tell them that they're really good at this thing? Like, how are they gonna react? It's also a fear that everything is gonna get spoiled because you'll think that you'll think that they want something from you, or there is a secret hesitation in here of being afraid to upset you, or being afraid to be on bad terms, or being afraid to really somehow be on your bad side. It's as if there will be consequences or stuff like that. Or they are afraid that they're gonna miss out, or they're gonna be feeling like they've missed on an opportunity that's really powerful in here. There's definitely, with the moon, I want to say there are definitely people in here watching you and generally being in your close proximity who understand quite clearly who you are, what you're capable of, what you represent, and they don't want to let you go. They don't want you to know that they really want a chance. Okay? That seems to be the story, by the way. It's like we have a lot of secret admiration in here that if people were to say them out loud, this is gonna look not only this is gonna look strange, this is gonna look like something of a manipulation for some reason, because they are afraid that you're gonna think, no, they're afraid, yeah, that you're gonna think about them, that they're trying to get on your good side, and therefore it's not gonna be authentic or something like this. It's very twisted somehow, I don't know, but it's as if, giving you that validation, being seen or being understood and being loved would be equal to being exposed, or equal to being like in the open, and also risking to be rejected and embarrassed. Like, that's how I can feel it. That's how I can see it, at least. So pretty much that's what I can see in here, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Pretty much that's all I can say. This was a strange one because it ignited a lot of emotion and a lot of impressions in people's radars, in people's minds, hearts, feelings, whatever. But there is like overwhelming here that people need to yet fully understand, grasp, and in general digest. Don't be surprised if people will place you on hold or create some distance, or will try to be quite careful with you and what they say, how they interact, stuff like that. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the other videos on my channel. Subscribe if you're not, like the video, comment below if you want. If you want to donate, the link is gonna be in the description and the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the future readings. Take care. Okay, pile number 3. You chose the blue elephant. You seem to be quite, let's just say, the odd one out or stuff like that, in the direction of the channeling, or in the sense of channeling in here that I can read. There seems to be a lot of suppressed, secret, information or impressions that people hide, and with the temperance they make it seem as though nothing is happening or nothing, like there is a whole act in here, and this is not about one person, this is about almost a collective. There seems to be a barrier in here, I want to say. You'll encounter, like pile number 3, this will resonate if you have people with whom you've been decent, like decently sincere and honest and positive, and what you most likely encountered was just blank space, nothing, neutrality, politeness, suppression, or I don't understand where I stand with these people, or just people ignoring you, okay? There is almost, this is not even about a secret, this is a conspiracy of sorts, by the way, in this case. Seems to be an energy of a conspiracy that has been cast, whatever the case may be, onto you, onto your situation, with the message of the following. They don't have to know. Like that's how it goes. There seems to be a lot of secretive information in general that circulates around your name or around the idea of letting that be concealed or letting that be a secret, keeping it as a secret. I can see you and I can see a group, okay? And what's gonna be quite, let's just say, unexpected, is that ultimately this group feels like a job, like related group, or something that ultimately benefits you with the Ten of Pentacles, but somehow emotionally it makes you feel at a distance. You'll be prone to situations, if not already, that if you were to basically interpret Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the empty, the dark, the sly, the secret as well, the cautious, you could interpret this as negative, as these people don't care, these people don't give a f about me, or it could look like this. In reality, I can feel like this is just deeper than you actually anticipate. I want to say there is a layer of completely the opposite energy that's being suppressed and mirrored into the opposite again. So it's as if we have in here a feeling of belonging that people have for you in secret, but they suppress it or they completely switch. So it's the story where, for example, you'd find a person that likes you, who likes you, okay? And you'd be amazed that instead of this person showing it to you outwardly, you'd find that this person is actually, could be either ignoring or almost downplaying your qualities or even being antagonistic, where in fact you'd see that this is the opposite. It does feel really manipulative or abusive, I would say, toxic. This will vary because the situation as well can vary for each of you individually, but I mean, we can tolerate that in certain situations, but in others, not quite. But it's as if there is a feeling of what if they're gonna know, okay? What if they're gonna know with the Ten of Cups how much we actually care? What if they're gonna know how much they actually belong? What if they're gonna know that we actually do appreciate them that much? Or what if they know how much we actually care? Like that's how it goes. I don't know. Quite frankly, I'm not sure if this is work related. If this is work related, this could be interpersonal relationships, meaning that this could be about the fact that these people relate to you on a personal level that is way deeper than you anticipate. But on a, let's just say, business level, it's just not the case. And I can see in here sheer indifference, okay? You'd be surprised. Like, I want to say, what you are encountering, and this is not the first time I come across this, it's a sheer amount of fascinatingly annoying ignorance and blank and almost like I don't exist. I don't feel like I exist. Okay. Lack of mirroring, lack of support, lack of recognition. But what's like strange about all of this, it's the fact that we have as well panic, move, and a lot of like these cards, they indicate like as well sly, they indicate a level of being acutely aware of what's going on and deliberately hiding all of this. Okay, that's in and of itself why this is so pervasive and so like again, perhaps I like this word, insidious. The dark. It's the story when, for example, someone again, they can like you, but they behave in such a way that you can say that they actually hate you. Okay, they care, but they seem to be indifferent. Um, they care deeply, but they behave as though they don't care. They are indifferent. They don't give a f. Like that's how it's gonna come off. What saves pile number three? It's the perception or the intuition that could say it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's more than that. I cannot see the full picture, but I can pretty much say that this is more. It's more than it meets. Oh my god, there is more to it than meets the eye. I don't know, something like this. I cannot precisely understand why this hollow image seems to be overlapping the whole reading. That's why perhaps I'm gonna ask. Okay, it's vulnerability. There is a mask in here. This is collective. This is like also individual, emotional, and in general felt level. Very much so felt level. Like I don't know. This is confusing and it literally doesn't play again, just like the other piles. This structure of the reading is all over the place for some reason. Always it keeps on doing this with pile number three. There is a secret information from the Ten of Pentacles that you've been highly thought of, that you've been highly appreciated, that you've been highly held in regard and still are. Um, but it's blank. It's as if the signs of what's truly going on, we have the moon, perfect. Um, you'll only understand what's going on with this reading or with your intuition or with some other like I don't know means of doing that, but still we have in here the Ten of Pentacles, the Star, and on the Star we have Stained and the Twisted. Someone in here really tries to hide their acknowledgement, their how much they see you, how much they appreciate you. This is all dulled down. So it's like also I've seen this image just now. It is as if we have, for example, a war, and in this war, if there were to be a love story, and it's like, no, the war is much more important. The urgency of the war makes it so that the actual love story doesn't fit at all, like at all in this context. This is not about love. This is about war. This is about survival. Love is not relevant. Like that's how it feels. If this is work related, it means that people recognize, see, and very much so value you, but they don't want to make it to call it for what it is. They don't want you to know it. They don't want you to experience the validation of it. It's like the context is misplaced. Like that's the energy, that's the message that they also wanted to come through. And with the move card, I want to say it's on the brink of destruction. There seems to be a hesitation or overflow of energy in the direction of action. There seems to be highlighted in this story. Um, what will inevitably most likely happen to pile number three is gonna be a whole chapter of your life in which you're gonna feel invisible, as you are right now, perhaps in this situation. And then there will be something quite drastic that will reveal to you the full blown spectrum of where you stand. And you will not only be caught back, you'll actually. I have an equivalent in my language, but it's a curse word, so no. You're gonna be shocked. Let's just say that it's gonna be like it's time for you to know the truth, type of moment, and something will come crashing down like this whole, what, this whole act, this temperance card genuinely reminded me of the workspace culture and of professionalism and of all the things that are not authentic but excuse this behavior of compliance to the policies. uh, it is as if this policy story thing has been a huge blank space that allowed this whole almost pervasive gaslighting that painted your whole perception and how you assess the situation. The truth of it, it's the star and the hierophant. You're not only seen as someone who's powerful in here, you are seen as someone who's capable of guiding or giving wisdom or giving direction. This is just bigger than just a transitory thing. It's just like, there is this vacuum. I've seen this happen when a person arrives or when a person is new or they are distinct in their quality and they end up being alone. This is not something that's painful necessarily. I don't see it as being as quite painful. It's like solitude, loneliness and solitude and the difference. This is about solitude. So it's like, yeah, pile number three doesn't require like being pampered, being validated, whatever. It would be great if that happened, but it's like I do not seek it. I'm not hungry for it, but still, it's like pile number three feels like something is off. Something is unspoken. Like there are like some unspoken things that they deserve to hear, and this is like not happening. So you will feel this secret. It's like it's super vulnerable, by the way. And there seems to be the story of if you were to receive that whole recognition thing, it would just feel like it's not gonna be a big of a deal to you, but for them it's gonna feel like it's the whole world is crashing. So also there seems to be an agenda in here to actually, let's just say, downplay your qualities and ignore you on purpose, just so you don't get a full blown perception or confidence in the idea of who you are. So yeah, this is unfortunately also going to be the case. And why this is unfortunate or quite sad for me is because it's quite deliberate. Deliberate in the sense that we have in here the dark and the empty. So it's most likely the case where someone in here does that on purpose because they feel very vulnerable or they feel like you're gonna outshine them. I love it that for your pile we had in here as well, when I asked the secret, we had a secret like card. So it's like, yeah, thank you, it clarified literally nothing. Um, Obviously, because we also have books in here, it's like, obviously, secret information. Secret information that's deliberately withheld, kept secret from you. It's as if there is a feeling of if pile number three knew, you'd be either angry or really happy or really you'd feel whole. Like that's how it goes. What does that mean? So, you know how, for example, when you pour your efforts into something and you expect some sort of results and validation or some sort of recognition, like it's natural, it's natural to want to feel contribution. And in this case, what I can see, it's like they don't want this contribution to be felt by you because you'll understand your stance, and there is something huge in here for them to win out of by the effect of downplaying you, okay? And it's super pervasive because you could be the best person there is, but because of the circumstance, you'd still be somehow invalidated or genuinely unseen. Okay, that's very strange. There is a secret admiration for who you are, for what you represent, that seems to be powerfully guarded. My God, my God, this is just whoa. This is just whoa. They see you as a winner, okay? They see you as a winner. It's not that I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it to be that intense. This is like multi-layered. I want to say it's they're good at this and they're good at that. Emotional slash money wise or career wise, they're good at multiple things. And this is also the exaltation of, like, the exalted state of equality, meaning that they see an excellence, an exaltation of a character trait. It's not like you're successful, but you not that, but it's not that you're good at money, you're masterful at it. Like that's the energy. It's not that you're a good person, you're masterful at it, at relationships. And it's very like it's giving like why is this person like this? I feel like it's either your age, it's something, either your status or something about a temporary aspect of what they perceive, and they say this is impossible. How could they? How can they be like this? Why? Like, why them? Why not us? Like, what have they done that they are so different? What have they done that we feel drawn to them? And this is again not a story when I'm gonna say that, pile number three worked on this so as to gain or work their way to attention. You do like it, I wanna add. You like it, but it's not like the end. It's not the end destination type of thing, okay? There seems to be an undercurrent of information as well saying something like this. If we were to meet outside of this setup, we'd be really close friends. Or if you met me in a different circumstance, if we met under different circumstances, we'd be friends, we'd be really close friends. But for now, it's like I have to subject you to this whole thing that's entirely unfair, that I'm quite aware of, but I'm unwilling to change. What's fascinating to me in this whole thing is the fact that it's just so insidious, it's so conscious, it's actually scary. It's as though it's like an agreement, it's as though it's like a truce, it's like a conspiracy, literally a conspiracy. This is giving conspiracy energy. And I want to say it's just strange and kind of funny as well. You understand how powerful or how important you are because of how much effort is being thrown into hiding things from you, okay? Like this is gonna be the story of pile number three. Because y'all, I'm not even lying. This is like a person or multiple people sent to actually conceal and distort information for you. However, what I love about this pile is the fact that it feels to me like it's very violent, like almost something will happen that you will so swiftly slash through all of this that it will be a sort of a story where you're gonna talk to these people and say, remember that time when you tried to lie to me and it didn't work? Like that's how it's gonna sound, and they're gonna all like laugh and embarrassed, so something like this. So it's like we cannot truly conceal uh the truth from pile number three, not for long at least. And it's like that feeling when you can either read people or you can obtain information from, let's just say, unofficial sources that place you at a huge advantage. Place you in a huge advantage. I don't know. You got the idea, but this is like a scary feeling of, yeah, what if they know? What if they're gonna find out? What if they will be notified of this? Okay. There is this also thought in here that uh, we have to humble them, okay? Like that's what I can see. There is a feeling of, pile number three has too much things going for them already. And if they are gonna know how much they are in all of this and how valued they are gonna become really demanding, or they're gonna feel like they are on top of the whole game. This does not have to happen. Under no circumstance this should be allowed. Like this pile has already, like that's what I can see people saying. This pile has already got a lot of attention. That's quite enough. That's quite enough and sufficient for them. They have to be humbled. They have to understand where they came. They have to get a feeling of you are not that important, and you have to like get it. Like that's the unfortunate reality in here. I want to say though, it's amusing because I can feel like your identity is not gonna bow down to this, or inevitably you're gonna end up in situations where you either are gonna find out the truth, or you're gonna find the information fragments about, yeah, I really am worthy. Oh, worth it. I wanted to say both, and this is the result. Um, you will uncover your worth, but in a very, let's just say, roundabout way. It's not like you need a confirmation, let's just say. But what's the funny thing that's gonna happen in here? You're gonna hear about it. You're gonna find out about it. Either your intuition is gonna tell you, or the situation will somehow give you the signs. It's gonna feel like, they just see you as someone who's already lucky enough. Like, you just have to share at this point. Like, what's the strange truth of what they want to express in this case. It's the story again of someone who has gathered a lot of attention, and at this point, it's like we should counteract this. We should do something that, you know, this person, if they're gonna feel like they're on top of the world, nobody's gonna be able to reach out to them. And this is not okay. Like, they have to be humbled. Like, this is like literally, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a bit shocking even to me, but this is what's happening, or this is what's going on in some person's mind in here. And it seems like this is one person, and the policy applies to the rest. Like, who is this star? Who is this celebrity in here? We have to dim their light a bit. Like, they've got like too much attention already. Like, that's the story. By the way, how this will play out for you, as I said in the beginning, like, you will know, like, from past experiences, from relevant sources of information, from your relatives, from okay people in your life at least, uh, who are gonna compliment you on things. And when you will be in those situations, it will feel so inherently and wrong. Like, this will feel so blatantly ignorant that it will actually be insane. It will feel like gaslighting. It will feel like I am no longer sure who I am. And it's all an agreement. It's all a sort of a collective agreement that will fail. Okay. What's funny in here is like what they saw in there, like being There will be chatter, there will be a lot of noise in the background, there will be a lot of, let's just say, arguments, in the sense that there will be a lot. I just see words, I just see a lot of expressions, things, and almost like they would say, they would call these facts, but I just don't see them working. I just see these people feeling embarrassed. Okay. What's funny in here is the fact that the more they will talk, at first it could come off as I said in the beginning in the reading, it will come off as strange. As time will pass, you'll look at this in a very non-emotional way, detached, and you will understand like these people are just playing. They just think that this is like what's actually going on. No, not at all. This is just funny to me because, as I said, when people see someone or something that emerges that seemingly challenges the system, they immediately all they jump into it so as to subdue, conceal, destroy, or distort it because it just doesn't comply. Like compliance in here is the case, and you could even bring so much value to this whole thing, workplace, whatever, but the policy is too important. So it's like, yeah, um, you could even bring very good ideas, you could bring very like huge changes in here, I can say, but they will be like deliberately cancelled just because they don't want you to feel like you're someone huge, you're someone big. Like you could genuinely introduce changes that will completely overthrow the whole system in the best way possible, but this is not going to happen because they will look at it and say, who are you? Like you're nothing. Like that's how they see it. You don't have the right, like you don't have the, yeah. This is funny because this is all a stepping stone. It will feel really intense, it will feel like it's gonna hurt. Okay, I'm preparing you, or at least I'm saying or confirming an experience that you've already had. But it's a stepping stone, it's something, it's not a place you should stay, or it's not a place that you'll ultimately feel comfortable in staying long term. And you know what, this is their loss, this is their loss. I want to say, at some point, you or them or both will look back in this situation and understand how much they've missed out on, that they decided to basically just close their eyes and not implement that which you brought to the table, or that they did not have the courage to admit to themselves and to you that you are actually genuinely doing something better than they were doing for such a long time, in a, let's just say, non-productive, incorrect way, but they won't have the bravery to admit that. Okay. And the funniest of things is that it's mixed with admiration for your on your account, with a lot of like feelings of, yeah, I really like um I really like the way in which they think, but I cannot tell them that. I cannot allow this information to, it will not be right, it will not be in compliance with policies, with the policies that we have in here. So it's like, yeah, this is, if this would be work related, this would be the story of a coworker having more influence or power than a boss, and the boss would be like, no, I'm the one who's more important in here, and you're just a breadcrumb, like you're a speck of dust in this company. Like this is unfortunate, but this will fall of its own weight. I just want to say as a side note in here, this will pan out not in the best of ways for them at least, but yeah. It's gonna be bitter, by the way. It's gonna carry a bitter sense of, yeah, we should have reevaluated. So yeah, pile number 3, that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching. It was a bit strange. It's as if there is a collective spell that has been cast on people in regards to you, but you will outgrow this and you will feel and understand that this was all a temporary thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the future readings. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out the old videos as well. If you want to donate, there is the link in the description or the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I hope to hear from you in the future. Bye.